and why, beneath its bustling prosperity, the city may have seethed with tension.
The rivalry between nobles and kings and the competition was pretty central to classic Maya civilization. They would breed a number of the people in their courts that they would put on the thrones in different places. The sub-nobles were all working to increase their prestige, which was really a major source of their power. And that not only involved wars and rituals and alliances, but also building bigger temples and having a more impressive display. This competitive rivalry between these rulers got to be increasingly expensive.
Were our victims some of these competing aristocrats, commissioning ever more impressive monuments to outdo one another? If they were, they didn't build them, and they didn't pay for them. That fell on the shoulders of the common people, as forced labor and as taxes.
You had a growing burden on the society, on the middle and lower classes in terms of what they had to produce in order to support this growing system of status rivalry.
Seen through this lens, the wealthy, luxurious world of our victims suddenly looks very different. Fractured by smoldering hatreds. Commoners against nobles. Nobles against one another. Kings against kings. Jealousies and power struggles, draining treasuries and using up food supplies. Perhaps even as drought began withering the fields. And even prosperous cities like Conquen edged closer to the brink. Suddenly, the insulting burial of Khan Mash doesn't seem so puzzling. And the massacre of an entire noble family doesn't seem so strange. Arthur Demarest believes that by 800 AD, only a king as strong as Taj Chanak could have held Conquen's cracking facade together. After him, no one could.
It isn't surprising that right after Taj Chanak, everything falls apart. You just have too many elites, too many rivals, and in a status rivalry system, it was bound to blow apart at some point. And at Conquen, it really blew apart in a dramatic way. This find is a kind of a keystone. I mean, it just pulls everything together in terms of understanding the Maya collapse. It's really unusual to find that, and to find this kind of a snapshot of one of the moments in the disintegration of this civilization, one of the more unfortunate and tragic moments. It's very important because it shows us that civilizations can really screw up. It's a war crime from 1,200 years ago.
No one knows who killed Conquen's murder victims. Was it commoners who had enough of forced labor and crushing taxes? Or jealous relatives who wanted their rivals out of the way? Or perhaps other cities coveting Conquen's riches or tired of its stranglehold on trade? But reading the riddle of these butchered bones leaves us with a profound lesson. The Maya prospered for over 1,000 years, feeding huge populations in the middle of the tropics, building cities of stupendous size and beauty, calculating calendars of astonishing accuracy, creating sophisticated language, complex mathematics, and beautiful art. They conquered nature. They conquered time. They conquered the world of the mind. But there was one thing all their brilliance couldn't conquer, and it ultimately destroyed them. They couldn't conquer themselves.